Good morning everyone, welcome back to Let's Play Happy Factorio. This is episode 9 and we have a nice science factory here because this is exactly what is called science factory, and our science factory doesn't seem to be producing enough because there are not enough gears coming, and there are not enough gears coming because, well, there's still not enough gears here. Yeah, there doesn't seem to be enough iron or enough gears, so we have to increase iron production somehow. How do we do that? It seems to be not all that much ore coming. That might be the problem. Can we increase the number of ore miners? I should get rid of this. I could put like 2 more miners here. Do I even have any miners? No, I don't. Did I set a miner factory somewhere? There should be a small bit of stuff producing miners. I have enough of that. This is some miners. Okay, this is very few miners actually. Why not producing more miners? Okay, because you don't have enough iron. Okay, so we are basically iron constraints everywhere. And the technology is not going to help us with being iron constrained. Okay, let's get rid of all the small electric poles because I hate them with passion. They're like this annoying technology that we want to... You temporarily have to use because you have to, but eventually you want to get rid of this as soon as possible. So we have a bunch of miners. We should just find a bigger iron field, I guess, somewhere, and just connect it with the system. So we can have like maybe 2 more here. That sounds entirely reasonable. I mean, this is something I'm going to use. No, oops. What was it? Control click. Okay. Sorry, middle click. Okay, let's just get some poles. And I'm going to set up this here. This is very temporary. I'm going to replace it by red ones as soon as I can. But that's quite... well, I'm not sure if this is actually really as soon as I can. It's just going to take a while. Okay, this is going to increase it slightly. It's kind of silly to just like have an unbalanced... a single unbalanced line going all the way. I guess once we upgrade it to the red one... Okay, this one barely processes anything. It's going to end really quickly. Okay, so let's take a look at the map. Where is... Is it... Are these like all bugs and bugs and bugs? This is a lot of bugs. This looks like a small iron field. Not a very large one. This looks like an iron field. It's not really that far from me. I could just go there. I could use more miners for that. I would need more iron, and well, that seems to be the answer to everything. One small problem with Factorio is that if you use alt mode, you have pollution here, but I don't want to see pollution here at all. I'm playing in peace mode, but I want to see all the information which thing is producing. But this is the same switch for both, which doesn't make sense at all. Do I have an overflow chest for circuits or something like that? Like, there seems to be massive overproduction of circuits. It doesn't seem to be. Okay, let's grab some iron. I'm just going to make a few myself. I'm just going to go there and connect some more iron miners. Okay, I just need all of that anyway, so it doesn't really matter which order I take them. So, they're mostly constrained by not getting enough iron. Okay, I should have gotten some circuits, I guess. Doesn't really matter all that much. This is iron ore. Okay, so let's just set up a second mining facility. Second mine actually. That sounds like an entirely reasonable way to describe it. Like 20 would be enough, I guess. Don't even have 20 with me. I could space them a bit further apart. Like, they're spaced very closely for no good reason. Okay, so I'm just going to do this and this. And since I don't have to do anything crazy, it's such a big improvement in the game that you don't have to do anything crazy to like just switch the direction of a belt. That's actually going to be a very long and awkward line. If I had trains, I would consider using trains here, but since I don't have trains, I don't have to care. Okay, I'm just going to do it from the left. Everything that requires only red and green science, I'm just going to do in order. Let's do that. Yeah, this is a very long one. Do I have a large electric poles research? I do. So let's get some large electric poles, I guess. Fine. It's not very elegant. At all. Okay, so where do I have to go? Actually, this goes almost where it should go. Yeah, that's not elegant in any way whatsoever, but doesn't matter. So, I'm going to... I guess I'm just going to put a balancer here. Oh, makes sense. I upgraded all to all the faster version at some point, but it doesn't have to be anytime soon. Yeah, like, this line is not... that's not pretty in any way. Oops. Did I run out? No, I did not run out of them. Okay, so this line is not pretty in any way whatsoever. Let's just build some big electric poles. The thing is that since the main bus is going to go this direction, eventually we will be able to get rid of all the poles and just get a very short connection from the main bus. So the main bus is going to go this way, so it's just going to be very small, but that's in remote future. Let's not care about remote future just yet, so let's get like, yeah sure, some number. I don't really use big electric poles all that much. I need some steel. Steel production is very low for the same reason that there's no iron. Is there any steel production whatsoever? I don't see any single steel coming. Oh, because you're making steel chests. And you're not making that many steel chests even, so that's kind of surprising. Yeah, this entire setup desperately needs more iron. That seems to be redundant now. And that seems to be redundant, so let's just... well, it's not redundant, it's just finished. Do I need this? Apparently I do, so... let's get one. I could rebuild this entire thing to be more compact and use medium electric poles, but let's not waste our time right now. Eventually I'm going to rebuild half of this factory. Like, that's how it usually works. You just build a factory, and after a while you just rebuild everything anyway. Okay, so let's just use big electric poles to just have as short a connection as possible. That's nice. Okay, it can go along this line. It's not going to be that many. I'm kind of considering like getting some turrets and cleaning up. Actually, I cannot get turrets. I don't have them researched. Be possibly a good idea to get turrets and research and clear up all those bugs around me, because there's so many bugs. Even for like this is peace mode, they're still annoying. It's not the most elegant setup, but it's good enough. Okay, I could set up some more miners. Miner, I don't think I have any. Yeah, I don't have. Okay, I'm just going to put it here and lock it. That's good. I rarely actually use shortcuts for anything other than the first, other than the bells. I rarely use any shortcuts anyway. Okay, so that's I somehow. Whatever. Just make an extra one. It's kind of all temporary. Like all this stuff is in a way temporary. Since it's eventually going to get mined, and it's not on any special. It's not on any special settings that make it less likely. Make it last longer. It's just going to last the regular amount of time. And the regular amount of time is not actually that long for in vanilla for all the miners. Good. I could put some lamps here in case I come here back. Yeah, let's just put some. I have 2 lamps. Okay, let's just use both lamps. Good, that's enough. Yeah, I guess it's not really enough. Maybe there should be a lamp next to every big electric pole. But for now, I'm just going to ignore the entire mine setup. Hopefully, this is going to be enough iron. So, what is next on the agenda? Well, let's first make sure that it's actually working properly, and if it's working properly, the next thing on the agenda, I would say, well, the next thing on the agenda is making sure we actually get enough iron, because if we don't get enough iron, everything right now depends on iron. Okay, some steel seems to be coming, there are some gears that are coming, that's still going to take a while, like... but the next thing I would like to do is make a factory for fast belts and underground belts and splitters. This doesn't seem to be working. Is it just because it's completely horribly unbalanced? Is that the reason? Let's balance it a bit better then. Some of them just don't do anything and I still have a shortage. Yeah, let's... I guess it makes sense to build... yeah, this is still not saturated. It's not saturated and this is not coming fast enough. So... can a single line fit that many? Maybe the answer is no, actually. They don't have anything to... well, I have two of them, I could just put them somewhere. Okay, so what I want to do is make a factory for fast transport belts and everything else. So what would this factory need? You need iron and iron gears. And that's it, basically. Oh no, it needs electronic circuits. And more electronic circuits. Okay, so basically this is all of that. Except maybe on the second one, since it's going to be a relatively high... relatively large number of that will be needed. Or perhaps not. No, it's not that necessary. Okay, so I'm just going to get rid of the first one. Okay, so let's take a look. This one requires just the basics. This requires transport belts. This also requires transport belts. This requires underground belts, transport belts. Okay, so what I'm going to do is we have some amount of space here. Yeah, that's fine, I guess. Okay, so I'm going to get rid of this. That's the first thing. Yeah, sure, whatever. Just put it there. Okay, that's step one. Step two is to build a factory of just underground belts, just regular belts. I'm going to put like 3 of them. So all of them are going to make regular belts. Oh, oops. Oh, I had this marked before. Ah. Okay, clear that and do that. Okay. Yeah, that was a misclick. Okay, so, and I want them to put the belts on a belt, if that makes any sense whatsoever. Or I could move them... I mean, they don't need ICs, but everything after them will need ICs, so that's fine. Okay, so let's just get that. That's the wrong way. Oh, no, let's not do that. Like, I know that they're not going to need that at all, so let's just give some outputs. Connect them to power. And sadly, I still need to do that on both sides. Good. And now I need a lot of stuff. So first thing is I need... so the first thing I need is I need this. I'm going to make 2 factories, I guess. Actually, what are the ratios? It just needs 1 of them, so it's 1 to 1, so it's just fine. So if I make 2 of them are going to be supplying those fast belt makers, and the rest are going to supply much lower... okay, so how do I do that? Okay, I'm just going to do it this way. Oh, I need more manufacturers, more assemblers. So yeah, so I'll just have a compact one. I'll connect it to robots later or something. I don't usually use robots much, so... but this is exactly the kind of stuff that robots would be good for. So this is going to need gears. So that's how it goes. So this is going to need gears and belts. Okay, good. This is going to need gears and those underground belts. So let's do that. I also need to set up some output for that, and I kind of forgot about this. So where do we output this? I guess I could just have a shared line for that. Is that silly? Do I need any iron plates for that? Yeah, I need iron plates for that. Is it reasonable what I just done? I don't think this is actually reasonable. No, it's not. It's kind of awkward. Let's do it this way. And the reason I want to say then I have an output line. I could just like output them to chest or something. Yeah, so now I can have an output. It's somewhat an awkward setup, but like that's a single minibus instead of having like separate factories for every version of that. Okay, so this requires an output. Okay, I can go this way, so that's fine. So let's move it up to here. Move it up to here. And let's connect some power. Okay, and we just need splitters now. Wait, I don't, no, don't do that. I don't need those small ones ever. Just get that. I'll just continue going from the left. That's really close. Well, this is really close, but advanced circuit is just really late, so it's kind of, it's not really true. So, next step. We need splitters, and splitters need transport belts and all the stuff from here. Do I need gears for anything at this point? Yes, I need gears for fast splitters. So fast splitters need IC splitters and gears. Okay, that's the last one basically. So splitter and fast splitter. I don't think I'm going to do the express ones because express ones require yes, and gears. The express ones require oil products, and I have very little oil on the map. And to be honest, like the difference is not that big. At least in the previous version, it was not all that big. I mean, there was some difference, but in grand scheme of things, I don't think it really mattered all that much. Okay, so let's get a chest. So let's limit this chest to I don't know, that many. Let's limit this just to that many. Yeah, that's just random. I guess I could just make both of them output the same chest, but that would be kind of awkward. So that's fine. It's not that much. Okay, so let's get that. I'm just going to put them all here. Eventually, I'm going to get rid of all the slow belts. Not quite yet, but okay. I guess I should just. The best way to get rid of small belts would be just to put an output here. Sorry, just put the chest here and just output them. Since I don't plan to use them ever for anything, it is just temporary. Like, the entire thing is just a temporary arrangement. Good, so we don't need them anymore. I can keep a bunch in my a bunch here for a while. Okay, so let's clear this. Okay, so now awkwardly I can't really do anything because I don't have any of that stuff, and I don't want to use the yellow ones anymore at all, ever. So what's missing? It seems that there's just massive deficiency of gears and iron. So much for my amazing fix. It doesn't seem to be amazing enough. Yeah, there's just not enough gears and iron coming. I could maybe upgrade this line. This seems to be saturated, so maybe this is not enough smelting capacity. I guess I could just rebuild this entire thing. Maybe add a bunch more smelters. Upgrade the line and so on. That sounds like a good idea. Okay, so how many? We have 50 more. That's... yeah, get 50 more, that's fine. I don't know if I'm ever going to go for electric smelters. This one is super slow, so let's do that. Okay, so I could just disassemble this entire thing and make a bigger one using medium electric poles and fast transport belts. That actually sounds really good, and it can be in the same place. So let's just disassemble that. The design can be very similar. It's just it can be just much more compact and use faster belts. Okay, the coal belt doesn't have to be fast. It can be just as slow as it always was. That's just fine. I see that even I missed one of the stone furnaces, which is mighty embarrassing. Okay, I think that's going to work. Let's actually check it on one side at least first. Unless I'm completely confused by how it should work. Okay, let's just see. If I just make a line like that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and so on. If I do that, and a fast line here, it has to go all the way. Okay, and if I put a bunch of electric poles, yeah, that's fine. That's exactly fine. So every 3 of them, I can put 1 pole. Good. I don't think they need to be fast inserters. I think slow inserters are fine. Oops. No, let's just make it symmetric. So, yeah, that's nice. So let's put more. So there used to be 10 of them. There's going to be 3, 4, 5, 6. This should be 12 now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. That's fine. Let's get 15 on every side. I think this should be enough for 1 line to support that many. Especially since we can rotate a bit. So, okay, so let's make 15 on every side. So, this can be a slow line. So I'm just going to use this last slow line for that. And make a fast line for this. Oops. Yeah, regardless of line speed, we should go in the right direction. And I need to get more. Yeah, but this is the basic design which we're going to. So I'm just going to like put down a few more. Yeah, keep going, keep going. It would be nice if those waiters to do like research, whatever you can, just research. I don't really care. It kind of makes a mockery of all the system if you can just say research whatever you feel like researching. Like, what is the point then of the entire research tree and so on. Okay. Sadly, we also broke the entire connection here. I guess I should just make a bunch. Well, I cannot even make them. I have no iron. Where the hell is my iron? Well, yeah, I broke everything. Well, happens. Okay, let's just temporarily use this. Yeah, that's. I think that's how it wanted to make it. Yeah. I will upgrade it later. Okay, so it's somewhat awkward. By somewhat, I mean horribly. It's horribly awkward, like ridiculously awkward. That's not even going to work. It's just too far. Good, okay, so that's at least should temporarily work. I'll upgrade it to the red ones later. I'm trying to do everything at once, and that's probably a mistake. It would probably be better to just upgrade the electric poles first and then upgrade everything else later. Okay, that's good. Now let's make sure everything is connected. How am I connecting this? I think that was the connection. Good. So here, 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 and here. And the same one here. Okay. I could even put some lamps if I had them. Alright, now it's time to put those, so it has some fuel. I have a lot of stuff that I picked. Like it used to be so that if you pick out the belt from the, like if you disassemble the belt, it used to be that the stuff on the belt was on the ground. Now you pick it as well, so that's actually nicer. Actually, in the oldest version of Factorio I played, if you took the chest that was not empty and you couldn't actually fit all the stuff in your inventory, the contents of the chest would just spill on the ground. That was infuriating. It was absolutely infuriating. Like, I'm so glad that they fixed that one at least. They do like small things like that, and like people don't really notice the small things. People usually notice like new features, but all those small quality of life improvements add up really a lot. Okay, I ran out of inserters, but that should be much higher production of iron now. Hopefully this line is fast enough, but we can upgrade the line. Let's get some inserters, just to connect the rest of it. Yeah, the iron is not sufficient, but we disassembled the entire thing and we're reassembling it now. Where the hell is this my only... Wait, I have no inserter factory. That's mighty embarrassing. I have no fast inserter factory, just long inserters. That sounds really weird. Why do I have long inserters factory, which is... I mean, it's a useful item, but it's not like a massively important item, and I don't have a... Okay, you have made not a single one. That is just embarrassing. This one has made a few, strangely. I have no idea why... Anyway. I think I can just steal inserters from science bit. Or I could start using only... or I could maybe start using only fast inserters and have a fast inserter factory down there. Okay, oh, actually it doesn't make them either, so what do we need? Gears, okay, I'm just going to steal some iron and make this manually then, I guess. Yeah, let's make them. I guess that's the next thing I need. To be honest, like this layout of the factory is kind of awkward. I'm not in love with it. Like, especially this bit, which tries to balance the output in this awkward way. I'm definitely not in love with it, but well, whatever. First, let's make sure we get enough iron. Okay, that's output. Now let's put inputs. It's mighty annoying, like if I stand here, if I try to like put it down, I cannot, but I can't walk through them. Like, so why can't I just put it on like where I stand? Anyway, this is one of those just mighty annoying things. It's nothing big. Okay, so those iron lines are not balanced. Is this constrained by the output speed or not? I'm not sure. Maybe it's just... maybe it just doesn't... the belt doesn't go fast enough because this is a single line belt, it's not balanced. It is weirdly balanced here, kinda. Why is it balanced by like that? Like what makes it balanced this way? Is it the new way the splitters work? It's a possibility. Did that change at all? No, the fast splitters work the same way, so I'm not sure why this works that way. It's just a strange way to work. Anyway, let's make some more fast belts just to make sure that everything here is on fast belts at least. Yeah, I need a lot of... I accidentally picked coal, which I don't want. Whatever, electric engine, I don't care right now. Just a bunch of those. The factory is not working. Since factory depends on the stuff that's here. Okay, so first thing is just let's upgrade those lines. That didn't work at all. No, like manually producing stuff like transport belts is just too slow. Like the belt is not full, but it might not be full because it's not balanced properly. So maybe I should... I don't know, maybe this entire design is actually not very good. How can I actually... This is a good question. How do I know if what is the bottleneck here? Because it's clearly not making enough of them, but... Does this line have a gaps? This line has some gaps, so it's not like it's completely saturated. Possibly I should just branch it here and merge it here, or I could just use faster belt. Yeah, that's probably like... The first thing I should do is just upgrade to faster belt. And after I have a faster belt, which is going to obviously take a while, yeah, that's just silly to try to do it manually. Or I could also like stop this for now. Okay, let's just break this. Steel is not a high priority item. Gears are high priority items. Okay, so how is it working now. Not terribly great. What is the bottleneck? Okay, what's my production? That's fairly low production. Obviously this is the same because there's no point where we get any buffers, so those are going to be identical. This is getting 5 to 1. What is the ratio? It's 2 to 1. So what's like happening with the rest of iron? I guess something eats the iron. Maybe it's like no, but like the red science can't eat that much iron because like red science is going to be saturated anyway because there's no green science. So red science factors are mostly going to be off. It's a fun debugging exercise. So is this red science? That no, but like this is also constrained. So this is constrained by how many gears it's getting, but it's only getting gears from Gears Factory, and Gears Factory is producing very little. Yeah, that's just. Well, I guess the production is much higher than it used to be, so it's not that bad. Okay, let's check out how much it made, and made totally 0. Yeah, I think the problem is that like this factory, which is actually super high priority, doesn't actually get prioritized because the stuff in front of it, like this, which also doesn't actually make that many, just gets prioritized much more highly. I think I finished this one. Okay. Anyway, I think I'm just going to end the episode now. In the next episode, we're probably going to give another try at increasing the output of iron. And afterwards, well, we're going to do other things. So thanks for watching and see you next time. Bye bye.